Yes, welcome back to Introduction to Office Administration, Module 1, topic number 4. And this will be our last topic for this module. So let's get started. Departmental communication. In a company, there are interdepartmental and there are intra-departmental communication. There are two communication. We have the first one is the interdepartmental and intra-departmental communication. Both communication, they are needed for a company to succeed. Intradepartmental simply means an interaction of communication that occurs within a single department. And interactions are the communications that do occur within a single department, while the interdepartmental communications occur between the personnel in different departments. Are we together on that? The intra, they are the communication that occur within a single department, while the interdepartmental, they are the communication that occurs between the personnel in the different departments. So in order for a company to function effectively and efficiently, there is need for an organizational process to figure out those employees that regularly need to communicate. Doing so can ensure that you are able to identify and address potential issues by building a strong connection, not only within, but also between some other departments. So, both departmental communication, they are very, very essential. The interdepartmental and the intradepartmental communication. Then we're looking at the importance of inter and the intradepartmental communication. Number one, communication provides means of sending and receiving of information at a faster rate in an organization. If the communication of inter and the interdepartmental communication is there, there is every tendency that there will be a smooth running and a faster running of sending and receiving of an information. Number two, the intra and the inter, they bridge the communication gap between the management and the workers because they both work interchangeably. So they bridge the gap in between the management and the workers. Number three, superior officers can easily monitor the activities of their subordinates through the help of the inter and intradepartmental communication. Then number four, the written communication provides the permanent record for reference purposes by ability to write something down and keep it for a reference purposes in between and between the inter and intra-departmental communication. Number five, it makes it easy. It makes it easy and what? And quick to get in touch with departmental communication because they have already established. Then number six, the inter and the intra communication link together the chain of command of all the departmental and lead to the unity of our objectives. So that you know that you all working together for a common goal because either in between or within the company, you're all working for the same objective. So those are the importance of the inter and intradepartmental communication. Those both are very essential, especially in the very big industry or company. Both inter and the intradepartmental communication are very, very essential. And you, as an office administrator, is for you to understand the importance of the interaction within your office and even beyond your office. Are we together? So those are the importance of the inter and the intradepartmental communication. Then the next topic under this is the business rhythm. The business rhythm. What is business rhythm? Business written is a type of written that is used in a professional settings. It is a purposefully piece of written that conveys relevant information to the reader in a clear, concise, and effective manner. So when you're talking about business written, there are many topics under business written. But one thing that you must put in mind is that when you talk about business written, we are talking about a professional way of writing a certain thing, a professional way of passing the information to the reader, a professional way of telling the stories, a professional ways of executing your written skills. So it might be a client proposals. It can be in form of reports. It can be in form of memos, emails, even the notice. So proficiency in the business written is a critical aspect of effective communication in the workplace. You must be able to understand on how to write a business written effectively. So in summary, what we are trying to say under business written is business written is a purposeful piece of written that conveys relevant information to the reader in a clear and concise and effective manner. Whatever type of business written you are in, the major goal is that you are conveying a relevant information to your reader in a very clear, concise, and effective manner. Are we together? Then number 2 in summary is that it can be categorized into 4 types. Number 1, instructional, informational, persuasive, and the transactional. So that the 4 types of business written. We're going to expatiate more on that. Then lastly, the clarity of thought, consciousness, correct grammar, sentence structured, and a simple language characterize effective business writing. The clarity of thought, ability to simply say what you want to say in a very clear way. Okay? So let us look at those types of business writing. Number 1 is instructional business writing. This instructional business writing is a type of directional and aims to guide the reader through the steps of completing a task. Hello? This type of business written, the instructional one, the aims of this instructional business written is to what? Is to guide the reader through what? Through the steps of completing a certain task. Is that clear to you? Number 2 is informational. The informational business written pertaining to recording business information accurately and consistently. Hello? It comprises of document essential for the core functions of the business tracking growth, outline plans, and compiling with the legal obligation. For instance, the financial statement of a company, the minute of the meeting, they have to be informal. It is informal type of written because it has to be accurate information and consistently. Number 3 is the persuasive business written. The goal of a persuasive written is to impress the reader, number 1, and influence the decision making. It conveys the relevant information to convince them that a specific product or services of a certain company or relationship offer is the best value. You see, this type of written is normally generally associated with the marketing and sales department, which include the proposals, the box sales email, the press release. They are persuasive business written. It's written in order to impress the reader and in order for them to influence the decision making. Are we together? Then the last one is the transactional business written. This one is a day-to-day communication at the workplace. It falls under this transaction business written category. The bulk of such communication is by email, but also include official letters, forms, invoice. They are transactional business written, which they are day-to-day communication at our webpage. So these are the 4 categories of business written. Please read more on this, make your research more on this, and get more information on this. So this is the end of topic number 4, which also end the end of module 1. In our next module, we will talking to another new topic, another new section altogether. Thank you. See you again in module 2.